Hello guys, I wanted to actually jump on and say hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. You guys can see this is going to be another uni week in my life vlog, and as you can see by the title, this is going to be my last week of semester 2 for my first year of law, which literally has gone by so fast. Like, I feel like I've blinked and like the year is almost over. It's actually insane. This week isn't going to be like a typical standard week because some of my classes actually finished last week. We'll kind of talk about that as we kind of go through the day. You guys have seen a little bit as to how my morning has been this morning. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling great today. I did not feel great yesterday either. Like, I went to church in the morning and then pretty much spent the rest of the day in bed. I had a nap during the afternoon and then I didn't get to sleep until like 1:30 because I've been like reading my book, and then I was pretty much like up down the whole night. Really vivid dreams. Also, just as a side note, if you guys are thinking that the background looks a little bit different and you just come to my channel to watch my uni vlogs, then you won't know, but we moved house, so this is the first vlog that I'm filming in our new place, so very exciting. But the new place is nowhere near how I want it, and like it's a little bit messy in parts, so if you see mess in the background, then please excuse that. Feels really nice to be like actually filming a vlog in the new house that isn't like my moving content, because obviously I've filmed like my moving content, but like the first official vlog. I think I woke up at like 8:15 and then lay in bed until like 8:45, and I have just been doing some revising for my NZSL class. Usually on a Monday morning, which is today, I have an NZSL class, which is New Zealand Sign Language, which is one of my electives, from 10 until 1. However, we had our last class last week where we were like learning vocab and stuff, and today we have an in-person assessment. So we have to have a 5-minute conversation with one of the deaf lecturers. I'm a little bit nervous about it because she's going to ask me questions, whereas I thought you just like sit down and have a chat. I mean, in saying that, 5 minutes is not a long time, and it is going to be recorded, which I feel like might throw some people off, but because I like record myself online all the time, that doesn't really faze me too much. It just depends on what she asks, because like I know a lot of vocab, but it just depends on what she asks. I feel like sometimes I also like freeze and I like can't remember stuff. So we are doing it obviously like individually, and my time that I've got is from 5 to 12 until like 5 past 12, because they always give like 10 minutes for like handover and changeover and stuff like that. So I am about to head in. It's like 11 o'clock at the moment. With being in the new place, I have been public transporting for like most of my travels, but because I'm not feeling great today, my lovely husband is going to drive me in, and also because it's like a 5-minute assessment, I kind of just want to go there and then come home. I don't have my early childhood class tonight, which is the places and learning class that I've been doing. Normally that goes from like 6 to 7 and it's purely online class. However, they have like a little meetup thing in the city, but I don't think I'm going to go to that just because I'm not feeling great, and I kind of just want to like come home and spend some time with Phil. It's like an optional thing, like you don't have to go. So tonight I've pretty much got a free night, so I think I'm just going to work on some other bits and pieces. This week hopefully will be a little bit more chill. I do have exams next week, so my exams are like in the first week of my like exam break, so I mean at least I'll get them over and done with, but it does mean that I do have to do a little bit of prep this week for them. Let me show you guys my outfit this morning. So this here is today's fit. So this little cropped cardi I really like because I feel like it hits me at a really good length, because I'm quite short. I like to have some cropped things. This one is that viral one from Glassons, but I really like it. It's a really nice spring jumper because like it's warm, but it's not like warm, so it's good for those kind of like in between days. Then I've got this little like blousey white top on, which is just from Farmers. Then I've got this belt here, which is just from Kmart. It is slowly but surely falling apart and peeling, so I do need to get a new one. And then I've just got these jeans on, which have a little bit of distressing here. These black jeans, these ones are again just from Kmart. I've also put on my black high top Converse as well. And then I've just done my hair in this little half up, half down, and I really hope you guys can see, but I've also got this little flower clip in my hair, which is also from Kmart. So that's the fit. I feel like if I'm in an outfit that I really like, hopefully I'll feel confident when it comes to my assessment. I think we are about to jump in the car and head off. I am hoping that I'll be there a little bit early so I can just sit in the room and revise a little bit more. I'm nervous, but this is also my last one for NZSL. It is worth like 50 points, so like half my grade for this class, so hopefully I do okay, but I'll report back. So, as you guys would have seen, I'm obviously home now. So I got home at like 12:30ish, I think. I got to uni at like, I think 20 past 11, and then just sat with some of the other girls who had either had their turn or they were about to have their turn with the like one-on-one assignment for sign language. Obviously I had my turn and I feel like it went really well. I'm really happy with how I performed and the conversation that I was able to have with the deaf lecturer. We talked about a few different things, but I feel like it was one of those conversations that like I could have just kept having. Like, I don't know if you guys know this or if you just assume from watching my videos, but I am like a massive extrovert. So like I thrive when I'm like in like a people environment and I love talking to people. Like this assignment just felt like right up my alley. So I'm really happy. I understood like most of what she was saying. There were a couple times where I had to like ask for clarification, but apparently we get points if we do that as well, if we're not quite sure. But yeah, other than that, it was really good. I was able to ask her questions, she asked me questions, and obviously you guys would have seen that I set myself up for the week. I haven't been writing like a home to-do list at the moment just because of moving into this place. There is like so much that needs to get done. I've got quite a bit for personal property to like catch up on, but other than that, like I have nothing to catch up on for NZSL. I also pick up a lot because I'm a visual learner and sign language is a visual language, so a lot of it in class I was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Early childhood I've got one reading, and then I've also got my last assignment to do for that class. We can work on that in this video, and then I've just got one thing for legal reasoning, not even a case to read. So honestly, like I feel like I'm at a better point at this point in the semester than I was last semester, because last semester I had like one assignment to do after my exams and then I still had like my 2 exams, whereas now like I've got one that's due at the end of this week, like an assignment, and then it's just my exams left, which just feels incredible, honestly. And I've definitely been better at keeping up with readings, especially for my elective. I've also been like working a lot, so that's why I'm like a little bit behind in personal property. I did like 2 days last week, 3 days the week before, and then I'm also working Wednesday this week as well. So I've been trying to balance that, so it's been a little bit crazy. Thought I would give you guys a bit of a rundown as to where we are at like assignments and things wise, because in my last video I had like a couple that I was like waiting on. From my last video I mentioned that I did a legal reasoning assignment where we were given a problem and we had to like advise our client using the law, like whether they could or couldn't like go ahead with the action or what the likely outcome would be. And I was saying in my previous vlog, which was my like week in the life of as a law student, I wasn't too sure how I had done on it because I was like getting sick beforehand. I ended up getting a B on it, which I'm really happy with. That equaled like 72%, which is great because I need a B average in law overall to get into part 2 next year. And then I was also waiting on an early childhood assignment, so I had sent off one in my last video and I ended up getting an A- on that, which I'm so happy about. I was really confident with that one as well, so I'm really happy that I got that grade. I'm just gonna see if online it tells me like out of how many marks it was. Oh yeah, so I got 32 out of 40 for that one, which equaled the A-. In my last video and just before I left for Taranaki, I was working on an assignment for personal property. I still have not got feedback back for that one yet. So that assignment was an optional assignment, which is kind of like a plusage assignment. Like basically if you do terrible in the exam, they'll take your grade from that assignment. This is like my understanding of it. But if you do well in the exam, they'll mark your exam out of 60 and take like 40 marks of your assignment grade to put towards your exam grade. I think the assignment is like a safety net for if you do terrible in the exam. We apparently are getting feedback today, and then I also set another assignment for New Zealand Sign Language. So we had one which was like on the computer where we would watch a video and we had a list of like multi-choice and we just had to pick which one was correct. So some of it was about like vocab, spelling, grammar, and like some of them you had to write like what was so-and-so's sister's names and like what hobbies did they say they enjoyed and like things like that. So I think I did all right on that one. There are a couple that like I know that I mucked up and a couple of them I know that I got right. It was also one of those ones where like we were timed, so we had 40 minutes to answer I think 25 questions, and you couldn't like go back to a previous question and change your answer, and you could only watch the video twice, and then like you couldn't like double check it all at the end. And I'm like a real perfectionist and I really like to double check everything at the end, so because I couldn't do that I don't feel as confident in that. But it was just like a very different way of sitting in assignments. I think I've done enough to pass at least. And then for early childhood I have done one more, which was another rich picture, so I can show you what I did. So in my last one we did a rich picture that was like about our learning expectations for the course, and then we had to do another one where we talked about like our learning moments from the course and kind of like what stood out to us from sessions 5, session 7, and then one of our choosing. So this was my rich picture. So session 5 was all about Auckland being like multicultural, so I focused on the like migration side of Auckland and like just finding it fascinating why people actually move to Auckland or to like a wealthier country. Session 7 was all about COVID, and I was really struck by a video that we watched where Chicky was saying that a lot of people had to drop out of school because they needed to financially support their family. Session 9 was all about placemaking and how like a lot of places aren't designed with children in mind, and like how children feel about placemaking and things like that. So that's what I did. And then I also had to do like a written reflection as well, so I'm really happy with how that one turned out. So hopefully I get an okay grade. And then I've just got one more to do for early childhood where we are comparing our first rich picture with our second rich picture. It's only like 500 words that we have to write, and I don't think we have to reference this one. We had to reference the one that I just showed you. Then that'll be early childhood all done. I don't have any more assignments for legal reasoning or personal property. I've just got those two as exams, and that's pretty much it. Right now it is 2 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna have some lunch. I think I'm gonna sit for an hour and read my book. I have got a library book that I am trying to finish, but I'm currently reading The Only One Left by Riley Sager, and I am loving it so far. This is a thriller. I think it's an adult thriller, but I have like a tiny amount left. But it's just one of those books that, like, I feel like if I could sit down and binge it all in one sitting, if I had the time, I 100% would, because it's so addictive. So I am on chapter 32, page 264. I think it's like just over 380 pages. Yeah, it is. Ideally, I'd like to either finish this today or finish it like over the next couple of days, and then I think I'm going to work on that early childhood reading and try and get that done, because it's my last one and I don't really need it for like my assignment, but I just want to have it done to say that it's done. Good morning, guys. So today is Tuesday and this morning I have 2 classes. I have one this morning and one this afternoon. I catch my breath. This morning I have a personal property lecture from 10 to 12. Then I have a 3-hour break, which I usually just go to like the library and like do some study and stuff like that. I have been going to like the previous past mentoring sessions as well. They haven't been running them for like the last few weeks of the semester, which kind of sucks because I was really looking forward to them like helping us prepare for exams and stuff. These lectures in the mornings for personal property are always like really content heavy, so it's kind of a lot to take in the morning. It's alright, sometimes I go to them, sometimes I don't. They are recorded, but I just think for my last week I just want to try and go to all of my classes. After my 3-hour break I have a legal reasoning and writing lecture from 3 to 4. So that's my day today. It's a full law day today. Last night I did also finish that early childhood reading. I'm just going to focus on personal property readings now because that's pretty much like the only thing that I've got left now, which is great. Like, it just feels really nice to be at this point in the semester and not have too many readings to catch up on. But I thought I would show you guys my outfit quickly. I've got about like 10 minutes or so until I need to head out for the bus at 9:15 to get to the city on time to get to my lecture. Do also excuse the unmade bed in the background. We do not have time this morning to make it. This is today's fit here. I've definitely worn it before in a vlog, but I wore this like last week and I really liked it, so thought I'd wear it again. I was wearing that same Glassons jumper as yesterday, but I've just like done it up this time. Underneath I've just got a little beige long sleeve. It'll just give me like an extra layer of warmth. It doesn't look the nicest outside, but it doesn't look cold either, because it can be quite cold in the lecture theatres. And I've just got this belt again from Kmart. Then I've just got these jeans on, which are distressed and a little bit baggy. I have rolled them at the bottom as well, but they're that kind of like paper bag style of jean. These ones are actually bought on Facebook Marketplace, but they're originally from Princess Polly. On my feet I have just got my black Mepiachi boots. These are the Nora boots. They are currently on sale at the moment as well, so if you want them I would go in really quick. That is today's fit. I've just done my hair in this little half up half down. I'm gonna go and quickly have some breakfast and then head out to the bus. So I will catch you guys when we are on the way to uni.
Diminishing number of the magnates of capital who usurp and monopolize all advantage.
Hello guys, so as you guys can see, I am home. It is like 4:45 at the moment, and I think the last thing that I filmed at uni was me reading my book in the library. Went to my class this morning for personal property. As predicted, it was pretty content heavy. Thought a lot of it would be revision, but it wasn't. We just were going over a couple commentators and like their thoughts on personal property, and then we did like a tiny little bit of revision at the end. So I kind of wish that there was more revision, considering like it's just such a content heavy paper. The lecture finished at like 10 to 12. I did 2 readings for personal property, so that is good. And then I also had a look over my legal reasoning act that I had to look at. Did go to my legal reasoning and writing lecture, but it wasn't like a normal lecture. We did like a practice exam question, so there wasn't like anything to actually like vlog, and we're like going over it in the workshops. I also wanted to give you guys a bit of an update because you guys would have been able to tell when I was in the library reading my book. Yesterday I did finish The Only One Left by Riley Sager. So I think when I got home I sat and I just binged the rest of this. It took me like 2 hours to read the rest, but it's just one of those books that like I just could not put down. I really liked this. This is a library book obviously, so I will have to give it back, but I do definitely want to get my own copy of this because I feel like this is one that I will recommend to people. A lot of plot twists, keeps you on your toes, just makes you want to keep reading. So I feel like if you're in a reading slump, this is a great book to get you out of it. Phil and I finished the rest of Emily in Paris. Is it season 4 that's the newest one? I don't know, but we've been like up to date with it because I really like Emily in Paris. I really like Lily Collins. I think she's a really good actress. And I have mentioned this before, but I love when people work in like offices and for like magazines and things like that in movies. I don't know what it is. I mean, she doesn't work for a magazine, she works for a marketing company, but like I love all the like glitz and the glam that they like make it look, just with it set in Paris and the fashion and all of that. I love it. I think we had like 4 episodes or so till we were finished the season. We went out, got butter chicken for dinner from like this little place like around the corner, and they do butter chicken that is very similar to Risoi in Napier, and that is our favorite place to go in Hawke's Bay. Last night we did also get our results back for the personal property assignment, so I'm really happy. I got a B, which is fantastic. I got 70% because that was a really hard assignment, and a lot of people I have talked to didn't even do the assignment, so I'm happy that I gave it a good crack, and then that means that I'll at least have a B in personal property, so in case I really flop on the exam, they'll take my grade from my assignment. A B is what I need to like get into part 2, so I am literally stoked. So if you are going into law next year, I don't know if they're keeping it or not. There was talk of them just doing an entire year of legal systems, which to be honest I would prefer because I think it's easier. If you have to do personal property later on, just be prepared because it's really freaking hard and there's a lot of like content that you have to do. In the library I did start a new book, so I am currently reading First Lie Wins by Ashley Alston. This again is a library book and it's a bestie 2-week book loan, which I think this is due back at the end of the week, so I'm hoping that I can finish it before then. And like I've started it, I don't even know, can you guys even tell? I honestly didn't read too much. I am on like the first flashback, which comes after chapter 7, but I'm on page 45. But so far I'm really enjoying it, so I'm really intrigued to see where they take it. I really hope that I like this because again that will be another book that I can buy that I'm not adding to my physical TBR, so that's always really good. So this again is a thriller, or maybe it's classified as a mystery. It feels more like a mystery at the moment than a thriller. I have a feeling it's adult. Alongside both of those books I have also been reading Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. So this one is the second book in the like Magnolia Parks series. So in the Magnolia Parks world you have Magnolia books and Daisy books, and it's kind of a series that has like no plot, just vibes, and you're like hanging out with the characters, and it's kind of like Gossip Girl but like the British version of Gossip Girl. So if you really like Gossip Girl you'll probably like this series. I'm still like near the start of this, on page 66 chapter 11. Let me show you guys the notes and things that I took from class today because I do feel like I took a few. So this is a clear example of the amount of notes that I take in personal property. So I literally took all of these and a little bit over the page as well. I do still have readings that I'm working on in personal property, so I've now had to go into my legal reasoning and writing book and write the notes. We'll just like transfer them into this book when I'm done. I'll show you the legal reasoning notes and then I'll show you guys the notes that I took in the library. We were given this little sheet here with like problems and questions and things. I didn't get to the one on the back because I was still kind of working out this one, but like we just had to answer them. So I was just kind of setting out the issue, the law, and doing some application and stuff. I'm not sure on my answer to this question, that's why I like scribbled a lot of it out. I did this reading here for personal property and took all of these notes, and then I also did this reading here and took all of these notes. So these are really helpful. So one of them was about equity and the other one was about bailment. I'll also show you guys my early childhood notes that I took. It was this reading that I was working on. So yeah, I've managed to just write it all down on here. I'm gonna stop and have a break and then I'll probably catch you guys a little bit later on.
The Empire, and now she's undercover there trying to get information.
Good morning guys. So today is Wednesday and I am just about to head out to work. So I have been working a lot on Wednesdays because Wednesdays I don't have any classes. So I'm doing a shift today at my job from 10:30 to 7, so a big day. And then after I finish work I will go and pick up Phil from his job because he also finishes around 7, and then we will go and do groceries and come home. So we honestly won't get home until probably like maybe 8:30, 8:45. So I don't know if I'm gonna do any uni when I get home. It just depends how I feel. Been really enjoying just like working on Wednesdays to have a bit of a change of scene. So yesterday after I vlogged, I can't even remember what the last thing I vlogged was, but I did do 2 readings for personal property, I think, in total. And then as you guys would have seen, I was editing my moving vlog. So I've edited almost all of that. I've got like 5 minutes left to edit through, but my computer died. So I called it for the night and it was also like 8:30. I think ideally I want to try and finish that today because if I could get that video up tomorrow morning, then that would be really good. We just ate dinner, I had a shower, and then what did we watch? We started watching something. Oh, we started watching Dynasty again last night because we like started watching it like years and years and years ago, but we never finished it. So we're like halfway through season 1 of Dynasty, and then I just went to bed and read more of Daisy Hates. I do drive to work because it is quite far away, and I do also need to do a petrol stop before work today. But let me show you guys my outfit. So this is today's work fit. Got this black blazer on, which is actually an op shop find. It's just originally from Glassons, and I really like this to just like kind of make an outfit feel a little bit more like put together and polished. And then underneath I've got this really nice long sleeve. It's kind of like a dusky pink top, like long sleeve top with these little like ruffles here. This one was actually one that I found in a clothes swap. And then I have just put a little white singlet underneath. Then I've just got my like baggy cargo light blue jeans on, which are from Kmart. But on my feet I'm also wearing my Mi Piace Phoebe sandals. I really like these. And then for my perfume of choice today I'm using this, which is Britney Spears' Fantasy Intense perfume. That is the fit. I've done my hair in this little half up half down, but haven't really done anything else too fancy to it. I'm gonna have breakfast and then head off to work. I won't really film much if anything at work, so I guess I will just catch you guys when I see ya. Hello guys, I just got out of work. Work today was extremely quiet. Like, I have not worked a shift that quiet in a really long time. I didn't quite make my budget, but I managed to make like 600 bucks, which was like not far off my budget. I'm happy to be done. I'm happy that it's still really light outside. Like, let me show you. Like, can you guys see? Like, I'm parked in the mall car park and like it's still like really light. But I did have to move my car because I tried to book staff parking and all of the staff parking was booked, so I had to park like ages away, had to get an Uber to work because otherwise I would have been late, and then on my break I had to get an Uber to my car to then move my car to here, so it was easier when I like got out. But I am just about to go and get Phil and we'll do groceries. When I was moving my car, I was listening to my Tate McRae playlist and I really love her new song, the like It's Okay I'm Okay. On the way to go and get Phil, I want to listen to Sabrina Carpenter's new album. I have listened to her before, like I've been a fan of Sabrina Carpenter for years, but I absolutely love her Short and Sweet album. It's such a good album. Like, you guys probably all know it, but like this is the album here. So she's actually got like a lot of songs on this. So we just finished up groceries and we saw that they brought out these. These are Maltesers Gold, the lighter way to enjoy chocolate. So we thought we'd have a little snack before we sort dinner when we get home. But I just thought these would be fun to try. Oh, beautiful. Oh, there's actually like heaps in here. They low-key look like chickpeas, not gonna lie.
Yeah, hopefully they don't taste like chickpeas. Yeah. That tastes like caramel.
It does. I really like those. I think I like them more than the normal Maltesers.
Normal Maltesers are better, but
do you?
They're still kind of they're a lot sweeter before you eat them all.
I probably will eat them all, to be honest.
Sleeping Beauty way.
Hello guys, so today is Thursday and I'm just about to head out for the bus to go to my class. So I have a legal reasoning and writing workshop today from 1 to 2. We'll probably just talk about like how you can kind of interpret that problem using all of the tools that we've been working on all semester. So I'm really excited for that because that's kind of like practice for one of our exam questions. This morning I've honestly had like a pretty chill morning. Last night after I finished vlogging, obviously you guys would have seen we watched an episode of Dynasty when we were having dinner, and then honestly Phil and I were just watching reels until like 1 o'clock on Instagram. Probably not the most productive use of time, but sometimes I feel like you just need some evenings to just like chill. We both didn't get up until like 9:30. I also think I'm getting sick because like my nose is like really stuffy like all through here and I feel very like hot and cold, so that's not great because obviously I have exams next week. We go to Hawke's Bay very soon as well for Rachel's wedding, so I really don't want to be sick. Gotten up, got ready, I made the bed as well. I do need to change the sheets, but I think I'll do that this weekend, just when I've got a little bit more time. I also ordered my bridesmaid shoes because I'm a bridesmaid for my best friend Rachel, who's getting married very soon. I also took the bins out because it's bin day. And then I also just finished off the last little bit that I had of the rough cut of my first moving vlog. So I think when I come home, I'll like put all the final touches on, save it, and then start working on my assignment before I have to start making dinner before Phil gets home, and then obviously we have Bible study again tonight. Also have got some washing hanging out on the line. I'll show you. So I want to see if this washing is dry, because if it is I would like to get it inside. Let me show you guys today's outfit. It's pretty chill. So this here is today's fit. This is like kind of one of my go-to outfits. I can take this off if I get too hot, but it's still like nice and breathable. So I've just got this black knit jumper on, which is a little bit more of a cropped jumper. This one is a jumper that I thrifted, I think. I've just got this khaki green, it's like a ribbed midi dress. Yesterday I also did the like color-wise color chart when I was bored at work, just to like see what colors like suit my face and stuff like that. and I got told I was a light summer, I think. Colours like this tend to like work really well on my skin tone. Then I've got my Mi Piace. These are my Ursula boots, so they're like a flat Chelsea boot. They are literally the comfiest boots that I own. I'm gonna catch the bus at like 12:15, and the time is like around like 10 past. Yeah, let's head on over to uni and I will see you guys there. Hello guys, so as you guys can see I am back home now. Class today was really good. So as I kind of predicted, we went over the problems that we did in the lecture and it was really helpful. The teacher read through my work and like we had two parts to the question, like two things that we had to like work out arguments for, and one of them I did really good. I pretty much like got everything that the teacher was looking for, and then the other one I kind of just needed to like expand on some of my ideas and like cut some of them down a little bit. So I thought I'd show you guys my notes. So I took all of these ones here. The plan for right now is I want to get the washing in from outside. Hello guys, so today is Friday and usually on Friday I have, depending on the week that it is, I will have either 1 or 2 classes. So every second Friday I would have a personal property workshop from 10 to 12, and then every week I have a legal reasoning and writing workshop from 1 to 2. So I never actually vlogged on any of the weeks that I had my personal property workshop. However, they are just doing drop-in sessions today for like asking questions and stuff. I literally have no classes today, which literally feels crazy. Like yesterday was my last class of being a first year law student, which literally has gone by so fast. Today I'm just at home. You guys will have seen a little bit as to how my morning has been. So I obviously got up, did my quiet time, had breakfast, got ready. Phil and I also went out to go and pick up my bridesmaid shoes that I ordered online, because that arrived in store, so I can show you guys those. And then we also went to the library because Phil had a book to drop off, and I also dropped off that Riley Sager one that I finished earlier in this vlog. And then we popped by an op shop just because it was on the way home. Plan for the rest of today, first and foremost, is I want to make my thumbnail and upload my moving video that you guys saw me like edit throughout this video, and then I want to do my assignment. Hopefully I can get some more readings done for personal property, and then tomorrow my plan is just to do more readings and start preparing my notes for exams. The weather outside is not looking that great. Like, it's pretty like grey, cloudy. I mean, it's a little bit sunny, but it looks like it could rain. Phil has headed off to work now, so made the bed as well this morning. That is something else that I have done. These are the shoes that I picked up. They are from the Celebrity brand. These are the Cartier heels in a size 7 from No. 1 Shoes. That's cool. I didn't actually know that they were leather. I didn't think they had leather at No. 1 Shoes. These little heels here, so if I take out all the stuffing, so these shoes, like all the bridesmaids are wearing. This is deceiving because on these shoes it says synthetic upper, lining synthetic, socks synthetic, outer sole synthetic, but yet on the box it says leather. So I'm like, and then I'm going to show you the books really quickly because my battery is dying and my other one is charging. So from the library I got this book here, which is a Christmas book by Nancy Thayer, the Let It Snow book. Basically, like, this chick runs a toy shop and she's not sure if she will be able to keep it running over Christmas, and like the town is just very Christmassy, and I don't have a lot of Christmas books on my radar. Hopefully I like it. It's like 250 pages. Heard nothing about it, so yeah, I'll probably read that in Vlogmas this year. In the op shop I found this book here, which I'd saved quite a few of these on Marketplace. This is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I really love the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han. I read that for the first time in high school when I was like 16 and loved it then, and then I reread it not the summer just gone, but the summer before that, and really liked it. So I'm really intrigued to give this series a go. This is the first book in a trilogy. It is literally it from this morning, so now I'm gonna get on the grind and do some uni. Hello guys, so I'm just jumping on here. I'm still working on my assignment, but we just had grades released for this rich picture assignment, our like second one, and I was gonna do a live opening of my grade, but I got too scared because I'm like, what if this is like the one time that I like actually failed or really flopped at something and it's the one that I record. But I got an A-. I'm literally so happy because I wasn't sure if I'd done it right or not, but like I'd emailed her about it, but oh my gosh, that literally makes me so happy. 20.875, which is an A-. What was it even out of? Let's have a look at the rubric. So my rich picture was an A. My narrative, so that's like the written reflection, was an A. My learning moments was B, so that's alright. And then my literature support was an A. Okay, so I got 32.65 out of 40. I don't know what the 20.875 means.
The employees must be able to point to something which can be said to make it unconscionable for the secured creditors to rely on their rights at law.
Hello guys, so it is like 9:30 on a Friday night, and I think I have just finished my assignment. So I've had both of my rich pictures here to like analyze, and then this is all I've written. So it's like a max of 500 words, and I'm like bang on 500 words. I think I want to read it to Phil when he gets home because I've read like all of my assignments to him, and then submit it to Studiosity. I also have found I write better at night, so like all of my like written assignments that I've done have pretty much been at night because the words just flow so much better. I also finished watching that lecture earlier. It was like a 2-hour lecture. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more readings tonight. I felt like a little bit unmotivated today. I think with just like getting sick and just like feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but I still managed to do a few things, and obviously like this assignment was my priority, so as long as this is like done and in, then I'm happy. last assignment for my first year of uni. Literally insane. Yay! She is all submitted. Hey guys, so today is Saturday and I've had a pretty productive day so far. I got up at like 6:20 because I actually went to a book sale this morning. It was like the Lions book sale like up here in Auckland, so it was like equivalent of the one back in Hawke's Bay. So I went to it and just thought I'd check it out, but it is not as good as the one in Hawke's Bay, and I definitely think that the Rotary Club book sale that Phil and I go to annually is a lot better. So I didn't find anything, and then I obviously came home, did my quiet time, got ready for the day, had breakfast. Phil left for work about an hour ago or so. Then you guys would have seen that I submitted my final assignment for the semester and for my first year of uni, which literally feels crazy. And then I have just done a load of washing. Liam Payne passed away this week. I think it was this week or last week, and so I've just been watching reels of him, and it's just so sad because like I grew up with One Direction. Like they were just like my it thing when I was like 14, 15, and Liam was always my favorite. So yeah, it's just crazy that like he's gone and he was so young. But I need to get off my phone now and do some uni. So my plan for today is to finish watching the 2 lectures that I've missed, and then to try and catch up as much as I can in my personal property readings, because ideally I would like to try and finish them by end of day Monday. I have been sat at my desk I think for probably about an hour. I also put my cardi on because I'm starting to get cold. Some of the readings weren't like loading properly on my phone, and I'm currently charging my computer, so I have done what I can. So I thought I would give you guys a bit of an update as to where I'm at. So I managed to read this Grantham one, which I just took like one note from here. I looked at this equity reading, which was these notes here. The security agreements was this Andrew one, so I just took these notes here from that. That was the one that like wasn't loading properly. I did read through this document here but didn't take any notes because it was just like scenarios, and then as you guys would have seen I was just reading through the rights and duties chapter reading and took all of these notes here. So that was just about different rights that people have and like what rights actually are and things like that, so that was really helpful. So now I've like completed all of these apart from the cases, which I may or may not go over, I'm not quite sure yet, and then the lectures, and then I have over the page. So still got a way to go. Watch week 10, the lecture, and then I think I'm gonna stop and have some lunch and have a break for probably about an hour, and then I'll come back and try and tackle as many of these as I can tonight, and also try and finish off week 11. Google's got this like dinosaur thing on it at the moment for, I don't know what it is, if it's Dinosaur Day or something, I have no idea, but I always like playing these little things. I think they're so funny.
Grantham and Rickett tell us that the term property right is synonymous with the term right and rem.
Alright, it is like 20 to 4 and I just finished watching the week 10 lecture. So I have crossed it off here, all these notes. There was literally so much in that lecture to like make a note of, with like property rights, tikanga, like there's just so much in there that, yeah, it was good, but my brain is just absolutely fried now.
And we're going to see how many 5-star reads I can find.
Hello guys, so it has just gone 7:30 and I have literally been sat on this couch for the past 2 hours straight editing a video. So I completely edited my rough cut of all the unread books on my shelf, which I don't know if I'm going to put that up first before I put up my Kmart Christmas shop, because I filmed that like a couple weeks ago now I think, and it is time for me to cook dinner because Phil is on his way home. I am feeling quite knackered, to be honest. It has been a big day. I also wanted to show you guys the sunset because it looks really pretty. I'll have to zoom Hopefully it comes out right on the camera. It's like a little bit brighter in person than what it looks like on the camera, but that's probably a bit more accurate now. Also don't want to overdo it because like I want to prep for my rest day tomorrow, and I also really need to have a shower tonight. And that is apparently all that I filmed for this vlog. So I just wanted to come on here and say thank you guys so much for all of your love and support on all of my uni videos this year. It has honestly meant a lot that you guys enjoy watching them, because I've had so much fun filming them. Let me know what you guys want to see in terms of next year's uni content. I do have one more uni vlog to upload, which is my semester 2 law exams vlog. Other than that, I'd be keen to hear what you guys want to see for second year law, which is literally just crazy. Like, I can't believe that first year is done and dusted. But if you guys enjoyed this vlog, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please turn on all of the notifications so that you don't miss an upload. Social media will also be linked down below, so if you guys want to go and check that out, then you can. And if you guys have missed any of my previous uni videos for this year, then I will leave the playlist down below so that you guys can go and catch up if you wish. But yeah, that is all that I have, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.